Alrighty, Darren, you're going to hear on behalf of the NCAA and the University of Chicago following a 4-3 penalty kick defeat in a matchup between Gustavus Adolphus and St. Olaf in the third round of the NCAA championships. Joined here from left to right by goalkeeper Peter Forseth, head coach Travis Wall, and of course Victor Gaulmin on the right. So Coach, just talk to us a little bit about kind of opening statement on the match and sort of how you saw things play out.
I thought it was a really good game between two really good teams. I think it's the third time we've seen them. We see them every year, and it's pretty fitting that it went to penalty kicks. On aggregate, we're tied up throughout the year. They won one, we won one, and I know this officially goes down as a tie, but it was very fitting that it went to penalty kicks. I thought the game, the way it played out, I thought they were lethal in transition. They were so good in transition, and I thought we did a pretty good job of trying to dictate the tempo of the game with the ball, but when we did that, we really opened ourselves up in transition, and they have some pretty special players who can do a lot, and Rafi Catalan's one of them, and I thought he was incredible today.
Yeah, you kind of just alluded to sort of what we talked about, but let's talk about kind of the good stuff first. You guys came out really on the front foot in both halves, and were able to take the lead and then regain the lead. So just talk to me a little bit about that and how you guys were able to come out flying really, from the break and play.
Yeah, the last like 4 times we've played Gustavus, we've gone down in every single game. So it really was a goal to score the first goal today because they're just a really good team, and it's just harder and harder every time you concede first to keep coming back against them. The first goal came from a corner kick. We tried to run a little trick play that was executed pretty poorly, but we somehow scored, so I guess we'll take it. They obviously leveled it up, but coming out of the second half, we kind of just had the same talk pregame of just trying to come out on the front foot, and I thought the goal that we scored was fantastic. Great ball from Aiden to Shea, who did such a good job at turning in space and letting the ball get to Keem, and then continued his run, and Keem put it right where he needed to, and Shea finished it like Shea does a lot. So it was great to score the first goal, and it was great to get to 2-1, and it stunk to give up both leads, but I'm really proud of how the guys played today.
Yeah, Peter, obviously, you were kind of, put on the spot there in the shootout, kind of talked to the other keeper. He's like, man, I'm not really sure if I like shootouts or not, but regardless, just kind of take us through the shootout and sort of, what your feelings is when you see that it's going to be going to a shootout.
I take a lot of pens against our team in practice, and they're pretty tough to save. So I was really confident with our guys and the guys that we had on the spot. So I thought I just got to save one, and unfortunately wasn't able to do that, but the West came up big with a huge foot save against Shea. And that's just how it ended up, and they got the win.
Yeah, and you just kind of alluded to that as well as far as they were concerned. Gustavus and you guys had some knockdown, drag-out marquee matchups all season long, and yes, they were able to come out as the winning side this time. But just kind of talk about, maybe a little bit of the rivalry that exists there and how, honestly, as a neutral fan, it was great. It was a great match from both sides.
Yeah, I know a lot of those guys growing up. I played on similar teams and same teams as a lot of them. So it started out as friends, and now we're just happen to be on opposite teams. So there's a lot of respect there, and we just know how good they are because we've grown up playing with them. And some of those guys, I like them on my team better than playing against them. But yeah, they got a great squad, and best of luck to them.
So now for you, Victor, I've been, around the Division III men's soccer landscape for a couple years. I actually worked at Dominican last year. You guys put it on us pretty good. So just talk about kind of where the program at St. Olaf, how it's building, and you guys are now further than you were last season, correct? You advanced further than you did last season?
We lost in the same round.
Okay,
yeah.
So now you've gotten here again. Talk about it. Is that now an expectation? And you also Talk a little bit about maybe where the program can go from here.
So first, the program really grew up because of this man right here, coach, and all the assistant coach and the staff did a lot to rebuild a big program. And I wouldn't say it was expected because the fact that the team goes twice in a row, 2 years in a row in Sweet 16 is pretty impressive. But with the players and the talent that were in the team, I will say personally I was waiting to go even farther. And so yeah, it's disappointed from today, of course, but I'm already focused on next year, excited for next year with the team that we have, and I trust the coaches and the staff to get a beautiful new, perfect new recruits coming, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of alluded to that. We can kind of throw that to you, Coach. I'm going to venture to say that this class that's still not all the way graduated has the opportunity to be the best finishing class in the history of the men's soccer program at St. Olaf. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So talk to us a little bit about the future, and both of the guys sitting to your right and left are coming back,
Yep.
along with a good collection of some players who have had some amazing success at the top level.
Yeah, we're definitely excited about where we think the program can go. At the same time, I'm not entirely ready to talk about the future just because I'm so grateful to my seniors and to the guys that just put everything out there. We'll move on soon, but and we'll have good recruits coming in, I think, and we'll continue to keep trying to follow the same process that we have the last few years. But I'm very proud to be the coach here. I'm proud of how my guys face tough situations. I'm proud of how they've just dug deep all year. We opened up the year 2-3. And after you go 19-3-1 last year and you start 2-3, I think people start to think maybe you weren't as strong as you were the year before. And for us to really rally like we did this year, maybe it's arrogant to say we expected to be here. We knew we could be here, and we're very grateful to be here. And I hope that in the future we can continue to get back here and hopefully keep pushing further. But I'm just grateful to be here with the guys that I'm with.
Absolutely. Any other questions? Okay, so that will wrap things up with the three of you. Nothing but class from the St. Olaf program, and congratulations. I know it hurts now on what was an outstanding season. Just to give you a brief review, 15-5-2 overall record, 7-2-1 in conference play, including a 9-0 record at home. St. Olaf was the MIAC champs with a defeat of Gustavus, and then rolled Lake Forest in round 1, 8-1, and was able to defeat North Central 2-1 on their home field in comeback fashion. So, like I said, no, it hurts now, but congratulations to you three on what's been an outstanding season. Wish you guys nothing but the best of luck going forward, and honestly expect to see you back here again next year.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.